Good day. I'm African Crypto Warlord, and today we'll be just re-looking at some ranges where we left off yesterday. As we can see, we were in this region when we started the stream. What I initially wanted was for us to touch our daily mean and then try push for the upside over here. Okay. We came in, we hit one of our monthly levels, and then we pulled back into our weekly mean. Okay. So as we say, these levels are magnets. That's why we marked it out. Price action did go there. But given that this price action hasn't hit this monthly mean yet, I will be able to at least say, so there's two observations here that we'll be looking to carry over to the higher higher term time frames. So what we have going on at the current moment is we have a daily mean down here. So from this pump currently is 3.45% away. Okay. Now, what's also given us another interesting level is that our daily mean, right, VRE level. So we'll zoom in here. I'll do it on the 1 minute so you can see what's happening. So this is no levels change when I zoom in. Right. What we have here is we have a daily mean, which is the yellow line that you can observe. And then we have a weekly mean. Okay, our daily mean has printed just below our weekly mean. So this place, as much as this is going to pump, it may be intraday for the next 12 hours if it was to carry through. We'll go looking now into higher term time frames to see what's happening here. Right now I just want to get this out to say this is quite an important level no matter what happens here. So what you can look at just off of these levels is if higher term time frames like a 3 hour, a 6 hour start closing above here, then maybe start looking for some upside, right? So that's the general observation for today, to see if this can still be more bullish. If when this pulls back eventually, if it starts pulling back now or something, then we will be able to see if we can set higher term bull divs and so on. Okay, so that's from the 1 minute, looking at what's happening here. Let's just throw the JMA on. See where it should be sitting, maybe somewhere here. Internet is a little bit slow today, but that will be perfectly alright. Hopefully we can get this done. So JMA is above, we're looking to close below. So now we'll look for a little bit of continuation to the downside. So let's just go back to this chart. Now we have some Shannon Entropy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start us on the 5-day time frame, and if I hear some big orders come through the book, I'm going to quickly drop us up. So we're looking to just pull back into here for continuation. So 5-day closes in 2 days and 15 hours. This is the most important part. For me, what happens next in the markets is solely dictated by Shannon Entropy. So Shannon Entropy, our first one is starting to expand. That's what put the dump in. And our other one is still in contraction phase. That's what put the positive drift in. That's the reason why it went up, and this is the reason why it was bought up. So it went inverse, the rules went inverse here, and that's what sold it down. The rules went inverse here, and that's what bought it up. And now the rules are a positive plus a negative equals what? So which returns are going to be higher, and that's what you're going to look for continuation. So if I just turn off VRE levels, given that my rules of JMA apply, 2 candle closes below the JMA, and we can look for continuation to the downside, okay? But as you can see, this is quite a big range. People are getting wrecked. And that's why I said I wouldn't trade this range yesterday, given we didn't touch the yellow weekly, the monthly VRE level. Okay, so now we're going to go hit it up on the 3-day, and let's just go observe our Shannon Entropy. Okay, so we're in a random point. Shannon Entropy is expanding to the downside. So this is our first initial indicator to say that this actually has more follow through, which means, again, we didn't come to our weekly mean. Oh, we have a few big orders coming in. Let me just go check the book. What is happening? So this is the dump into here. We left off on the 3-day. Positive, significantly positive correlate. So now not a lot of negative drift is going to come in. Okay, so over here, this is confirming that we can extend to the downside, okay? And as I said, I would like a monthly VRE level mean touch to base off of in this region. It's above current market structure, and we can wick into two regions here. Okay, so then we're going to go straight to the 24-hour. If you guys are enjoying this content and you find it helpful, please do like and subscribe. I have to shill it because, to be honest, it makes a difference. And I thank you, all the new subscribers that have come online and are just observing this with no FOMO. Okay, so that's expanding to the upside. That's what's brought us. So we have 5 days still confused and 2 days to print, and then we're going to have 12-hour. We have 3 day telling us that we're wanting to go to the downside. So this is still confused, but telling us probably we have more chance of going to the upside if the next candle prints red. If this column prints red, that one will obviously print red, and then this will whip us up and out. Okay, so the 12-hour is looking like it's wanting to start basing an idea. So this is 6-hour, and the 6-hour has, for the last 24 hours, has had contraction, right? So volatility has started to change around, and then it became significant. Well, it just became negatively correlated. Contracting volatility was negatively correlated, adds positive drift or float up. Okay, so 6-hour looking like it wants to help position. The 3-hour looking like it wants to pump through this region. Let's go look at our 90-minute. Given we've just had a big pump, so a lot of these things. So now 90-minute, if the next candle is bigger than this one, then these columns will more than likely be quite red and quite high, and that means that we can look for targets to the upside, right? Given we don't have any weekly VRE levels, just off the 90-minute, I'm going to plot this region here. So we'll look at 3086 as I need to change a different color. We'll make it white as our first outlier point, and to say that this pump happens because this Pearson correlation moves through. So let's start to look for things that could negate it. So this is sideways action, and that's what we're getting here on the VRE level. So this green line is correlated to this white line, so that's telling me the first, my super fast mover, so the one that I know to jump with trends, that's telling me that price action is going down. Yep. Whilst this one's telling me price action has the opportunity to go up quite a lot. So I would say the timing will come in 35 minutes, and then we can look for continuation. So let's go throw it up on the 30-minute. So VRE levels are in regions, in bounds. The next 5-minute candle, if this closes here and the next 30-minute close opens and maybe gets above the wick, you'll see the Pearson correlation push through the mean, and then that will get bots and algos behind it to push it up to the upside. Let's start to look for things that's positive float. That's what's buying up a lot of the sell orders. I'm going to use my secret time frame. Okay, secret time frame. You speak in good languages. You also just printed. Okay, contraction was negatively correlated. That's float up. But I can look for a JMA pullback being somewhere. So that's our touch. So 2 candle closes below here, and this will more than likely go to the downside. So this could be 1 candle close here, and then Pearson correlation and stuff. There you go. Okay. So now it's quite hard for it to fight back for this region. And we've got some multi-time frame Laplace distribution levels up here. That is why we're getting scalped off. And this is back to the 1 minute. Multi-time frame Laplace distribution just holding us up here for a bit. No reason not to come and touch our daily. It wouldn't be ridiculous considering how pitched the other indicators are. But number 1 rule, we're going to go back to the 5-day, and we are waiting for Shannon Entropy to expand. And if I get this right, watching one of my friends' buy bet options videos, Vega, I want to try this out. I'm going to go look at option prices. So Vega should be related to this in the instance that when it expands, I don't know, if you've chosen the right side, the right direction, you will make a lot more money, just because this is expanding in the direction that the candles are moving towards wherever your options trade is, or away from. I don't know, if whatever reverse it is. But yeah, so as this expands, options contracts should become more expensive. That's what I should say, if you're on the right direction. So that's going to be pretty cool to monitor over due time. And what I am hopefully going to be observing and waiting for, and this will be our secret, is this. Is when all of these flash together. Let me move it this way. Yeah, you can see it. When all of these flash together, I'll be able to put up a distribution cone, and we will just have so much more statistics and probabilities to play with, given that we've moved into like a new segment of the market. So 5-day is looking like it's below the JMA. We did say 53 cents would be the first stop, or wherever it prints, if it does come here. And that's its first short. And by the time this thing prints below these candles, I'd say we would also be looking for some resolution. That's just how I can play my power mean in a sense. Anyway, so VRE levels, what we're basing our day off. Let's get some daily ranges out, and this is our magnet. So there's our UMP that's finally loaded up. We could say if we close above here for like 6 hours, so there to in this region, you close above here, you can look for more continuation to the upside. If we close in this region and down, we'll make it red, then you can look for more downside to, I'd say, somewhere here, okay, to the monthly mean. Let's give some targets. This is our first pit stop just off of our 90-minute observation. So to our first pit stop is to also our weekly mean is 1.4% upside. It can run and get the wicks can stop at 2.57, and to the downside we have basing 3.07%, and 3.07% with our 5-day doing what it is, I think would be perfect. This would be a good statistical place, and if the data matches up here, it will be a very strong movement that comes off of it. And if it's positively correlated with expansion to the upside, XRP has the opportunity to run past 53 cents that we were observing over there. That's what gives it the steam to run past the 53 cents, is our monthly price candles get touched in 2 days, 16 hours in this region. Volatility expands, and then the candles go up a bit, and then it just catches the trend up. That's what we're looking for in this candle close from here, and then after that 5 days we'll be monitoring the trends out of here. Okay, so I hope you guys have a good day further. Those are our ranges. Ciao bella, and we'll be more than likely making a pit stop here, considering we have daily mean, weekly mean, and they've printed pretty much in the same place. So this is going to be a big area to base off of the week, as we have 2 time frames matching up here that are magnets. So it's twice as likely that price action will be here. Okay, if we want to get some stats out and probabilities out. Thank you so much for watching this all the way through, if you got this far. And thank you again for subscribing, the new people that are interested in non-FOMO stuff. I appreciate it. Have a good day further.